Jimmy Carr isn't someone you'd expect to talk about character, but the way he does it, it's almost like he's remembering something he learned the hard way. Today, we're diving into 4 of his thoughts about what character actually means. And at the very end of this video, I'm gonna reveal the exact system I use with my clients to turn these character building moments into unstoppable momentum. The same framework that has helped over 300 people break their worst pattern in less than 30 days. So stick around for that.
We are who we are when nobody's watching. If you want to know who you really are, be on your own. Go somewhere on your own, on holiday or whatever, and that's who you are. If you're driving along and you throw the soda can out of the window of the car, that's who you really are. No one does that with kids in the back. Monster. It's the difference between character and reputation. You really know who you are. Reputation is what everyone else thinks about you, but you know who you are in yourself.
There's something scary about being alone long enough to meet the unfiltered version of yourself, not the polished one you show everyone. Here's how to do it. Schedule 15 minutes of pure silence. No phone, no music, no distractions. Just sit with your thoughts. Write down what comes up, the patterns you've been avoiding. That discomfort, it's showing you exactly where the work needs to happen. Most people run from this moment their entire lives. Don't be like most people.
You want to give the world irrefutable proof you are who you say you are. Well, the world and yourself. There's a mirror up as well. Are you who you say you are? Yeah. Well, great. That's a lovely thing to be. And to build it up in small ways, that's really, you're talking about building character, of going, well, I'm going to make that promise to myself and then I'm going to do it. So you don't make bullshit promises to yourself. New Year's resolutions are not a good idea, because if you're going to let yourself down, that's more damaging. Pick something that you can do. Pick something small.
Keeping promises to yourself is how you start to believe in who you are. But most people set themselves up to fail from day one. They promise to wake up at 5, hit the gym for an hour, and meal prep every Sunday. Here's what actually works. Pick one promise so small, it feels almost stupid. Not promise to fix my sleep, just to have phone off by 10:30 p.m. Make it so easy, you'd feel ridiculous not doing it. And here's the part no one tells you. When you break it, and you will, don't restart the whole thing. Just ask yourself, what got in the way? And show up again the next day. Because self-trust isn't built through being perfect. Look, if you're watching this and thinking, I get it, but I keep falling into the same patterns, that's exactly what I call momentum deficit syndrome. It's when you know what to do, but can't seem to stay consistent. I put together a free training that shows you the 3-step system to break this cycle permanently. Just click the first link in the description. But let's keep going with Jimmy's wisdom.
You can't have an easy life in a great character. Show me a trust fund kid that inherited a bunch of money, and I'll show you someone mentally tortured. Having stuff isn't fun. Getting stuff is fun, right? It's not the pursuit of happiness. It's the happiness of the pursuit, right? It's that thing, and it's not like, the self-help, it's not the journey, it's the destination. It's not either the journey or the destination. It's who you become on the journey. And here's the terrible thing about life. It's self-assignment. I don't think you get self-esteem from the six-pack you get at the gym. I think you get self-esteem from being the kind of person that goes to the gym every day. And you get kind of better at it. The weight doesn't get lighter, your back gets stronger. To do something, to become something, right? And what are you doing here? What's your role in the world?
That line, you can't have an easy life and a great character, is something that time teaches you brutally. It's one of those truths that you don't understand when you hear it. You only feel it after enough years and enough losses. Here's what this means practically. Stop outsourcing your discomfort. That hard conversation with your spouse, have it. That workout you're avoiding, do it. That project you want to start, begin today. Choose one thing this week that scares you and do it anyway. The goal was never to have it easy, but to become someone who doesn't need it to be.
If you want to meet someone high agency, meet someone that's got 6 months to live. I'd say their tolerance for bullshit is about as low as it gets. I think living your life like that is not a bad idea. It really shows you what your priorities would be. If someone said you had 6 months to live, well, what would you do? That's what you should be doing anyway.
When he says, meet someone with 6 months to live, it's a reminder of how thin the illusion of time really is. Here's the exercise. Write down what you would do if you had 6 months left, but real life stuff. Who would you call? What would you stop tolerating? What would you start immediately? Now look at that list. What's actually stopping you from doing all those things right now? We don't need tragedy to wake up. We need to stop acting like we have forever. Pick one thing from that list and do it, not someday, today. Here's the truth. Everything Jimmy Carr just taught us about character just comes down to one thing. momentum. Not the fake motivation that lasts 3 days. Real momentum that compounds every single day. If you are tired of starting over every Monday, if you are done with knowing what to do but not being able to stick with it, I want to show you exactly how to fix this. I've helped countless people to break out of what I call momentum deficit syndrome. Click the link in the description of this video right now and I'll show you the exact 3-step framework my clients used to build unshakable momentum in 30 days or less. No fluff, no BS, just a system that actually works. The link is in the description. Your future self will thank you for clicking it.